talking to?
So you have about 80 coaches who are beyond excited that you're taking time from your son to be here, but you have 3 different teams. We're all mostly based in New England, but
Okay.
but all over, you know that.
Yeah.
And we're ready to go. Like, we're all in. You're talking to those coaches that have the vision and excitement and are dying to hear from you.
All right, cool. And is there any specific focus right now, programming? What? Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me widen this little view here to try to get as many people as I can. Speaker view. No, I don't want that. Gallery view. Okay. So, do people have control of themselves, or do you control all the mutes?
They can unmute themselves.
Okay. So raise your hand if you signed a challenger, not a coach, but a challenger this week. Raise your hand. Okay. Katie Loud. Okay. Katie?
Hey, Carl.
All right. Unmute yourself. Okay, good. Okay. So I want to hear, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Carl. And can you tell me, give me a little bit of the circumstance around signing that person?
Okay, so this person actually came to my home as a vendor to help with a little bit of housekeeping work that we have. And she noticed that I was drinking Shakeology out of my shake cup. And she's like, oh, what's that? Is that the stuff that I see, on TV, or that's what I see people at the gym doing? And I said, yeah, it's kind of like that. Only this is only a part of it. We combine it with our nutrition program and our fitness program. And she herself is a mom with adult children and a grandchild living at home who's constantly on the go. So she's like, tell me about it. So we talked for a good 25 minutes here, gave her my Fixate cookbook for the weekend to borrow, take a look at, see if it's something that she'd be interested in doing. And we talked about the business part of things briefly, but what she's mostly interested in is how she can incorporate the fitness and nutrition part of things on the go with her business and share that also with her daughters who work with her in her business as well. So she was saying, I'm constantly grabbing a sandwich here or there, or, skipping meals. And I said, well, here's the beautiful part. I don't have to skip meals. I always have a meal with me wherever I go. And even more so, I make sure that I'm not dehydrated by keeping the performance line with me as well. So while she was here, I made her lunch, I made her some pumpkin spice Shakeology. And while she was working, I gave her a big bottle of Hydrate. So by the time she left, she said, okay, I'm in. Add me to your free group. Add me to your challenge group. And she's doing Mace de Mas as well.
Oh, interesting. So, okay, that's super helpful. So she's not a coach yet?
Nope.
Okay. So, and she hasn't been following you on social media. She just came in and looked at it and liked the idea. Okay. Yes. So that's pretty mind blowing. How many times did you have to go back and forth before she decided to buy?
She actually left that day and was interested in buying that night. I sent her the link. I sent her the auto enroll through the share cart, and she purchased that evening. And, so while she was working, I worked from home full time as well as coaching. We were just chit chatting as she went about, working, and she's like, I can't believe how good this is. It's mind blowing. I'm like, yeah, it literally for the last 3 years has been a major part of our family's life. And
wait. So, okay, it's cool. I get it. I believe it. I'm into it. Now, at some point, here's somebody who's working part-time or whatever, working for you, trying to pick up some extra money, didn't become a coach, but, and you sent her a share cart. What did she say? Did she try the shake at your house?
She did. Yep. I made it for her while she was here because she said that she had skipped lunch and she was going to grab a sandwich. And I said, you don't need to skip lunch. I've got lunch for you.
Okay, so clever. So she, you're going to hire a different housekeeper every week, aren't you? You're going to be 15.
I know she's good, but she's really good.
When the price of Shakeology surfaced, how did that go?
She wasn't surprised that it was something that was affordable. I said, you're going to buy a sandwich every day at the sub shop, right? And I was like, you're spending $7, $8 right there just for a sandwich, let alone, you're going to get other parts for that meal. And I said, for, $4.25, $4.30, I said, you can get this and then some. I said, when you get this, you can join our group. When you get this, you can learn about our healthy recipes in our free group. So, it all ties together. And I said, and I'm happy to share whatever comes along with you, especially this performance line, because her daughter, last time she was here, was drinking a Gatorade.
Got it. Okay. That's cool. So, all right. What rank are you right now?
I'm an Emerald coach.
You're an Emerald coach?
Yes.
All right. So, I don't know how I get your email address, but I need to interview you. I need to do like a little short interview like this because I'm posting these things. I just posted one today with this girl, Kelsey, who told me a story about how she signed somebody up from Instagram. And so I would love to interview you. Just do like a little Zoom call of our own.
Yeah.
So I'll find you. What's your Instagram?
Legal Eagle 22.
Legal Eagle 22. All right. I will hunt you down and we will schedule that. It just takes like a couple minutes. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
If that's all right. Okay. So, but here's what we just learned. All right. Okay. Now you got to mute yourself.
Okay.
For being thank you for your help on that. And so guys, look at this. Okay. So, if you want to hear another story, different story. Now this one, Kelsey told me tonight was, of her signing up a new coach off of Instagram, somebody who she was on Instagram stories, and it happened to be Thursday today and payday, right? And she was just telling the story about how she was working in retail and how great it is that she can work from home now. And the harder she works, she gives herself a raise. So she basically told her earning story without making it about a get rich quick scheme. She talked about being in control of her own income. She's only been a coach for about a year, and but she's making it work. And so I did this little interview with her, and it's on my Facebook page because I don't know how to post it on my Instagram TV because I think it's too long. But the link is in my stories if you want to check it out. But here we have two different stories. And the reason I'm bringing this up and the reason I wanted to get a story from somebody, and Katie was nice enough to share it, is right now you are in the middle of November. We have this thing called No Excuse November with the best pricing on everything that we have ever done. About a month ago, I was in a meeting with the marketing team, and I said, what do you have planned for November? And they said, well, we're Lift 4 just went into the library, and people are excited about A Little More Obsessed and 80-Day Obsession and Shift Shop. So we're thinking about bringing the prices of those packs down. And I said, you know what? They got Black Friday, they got Cyber Monday. Why don't we take all challenge packs that are $150 or more, take them all down by $20, or in the UK, 20 pounds, and just make it like our own. We were going to call it Blue November, but apparently that's taken by somebody, so we couldn't use it. So we made it No Excuse November, and it has been phenomenal. And but you wouldn't know that. You don't get the reports. You don't see what I see. I get reports that are showing us that this November is doing double the volume day by day of last November's, because I get the reports. So today's November 8th. Tomorrow I'll get the reports. How does this November 8th compare to the last 2 years? And so far this November is double last year, because people are using this concept of No Excuse November. And more important, they're doing what Katie's doing, what Kelsey's doing. And that is, they're not waiting. Coaches are not waiting for December when Transform 20 comes out, or January when people start thinking about fitness, in order to talk up what we're doing, to prospect now. Now, you never know if somebody's going to sign up with you. And that's really why I'm getting on these calls. I'm doing 2 or 3 calls a night right now to remind coaches that this right now is when you plant the seeds that are going to take root in December and January. Now, you might sign up some people right now, or you might not. You might not sign up anybody. But, let's use the metaphor of a seed. I read this quote the other day, a seed doesn't wait for the perfect conditions to start to take root and to start to do what seeds do, and that is grow into something. A seed just starts when it happens, and you have a seed of opportunity right now, and you need to start to do your work in order to bloom when the activity really happens. I kind of mixed up my metaphors there, but we'll just go with it. So in December and January, everybody is going to spend money on personal development or fitness or nutrition, some sort of weight loss program, or maybe turn over a new leaf to create a business opportunity for themselves. You do not want to start trying to represent what you do to them once they've already made the decision to join the gym, to join Jenny Craig, to buy Nutrisystem, or join some other business opportunity. Then you're going to have to do some competition thing. Right now, today, you need to be on Instagram stories, not with graphics that are all great and it's got people doing fancy things because you're using all the buttons at the top. All that needs to be there is your face telling your story about why you believe in what we do. Why do you do these workouts? That's maybe one, couple 15-second little clips. Why do you drink this shake? Show them some clips of you doing the workout. This is the work, being the proof the products work. And then you invite them. You say, hey, I'm starting a challenge group, starting one now. I'm going to start another one in December. They need to see right now, tonight, when you click leave meeting, I want you to get to work and post on Instagram stories or invite a couple people tonight because they need to see that you're doing, and they need to hear that you're doing this now. Maybe they'll sign up with you. Maybe you're going to find people who are an incredible team like you. There you are on the East Coast. It's 9 o'clock and you're on Zoom call with me. It's ridiculous. You're crazy people. But here you are. You're doing it because you care and you're trying to create something. You are important in the world. And I guarantee you, how many people we got on here? You got 100 people on here. Ooh, that means you're probably maxed out, I guess. Oh, those poor 101. There's that 101th person who keeps bouncing off this thing, that poor person. Anyway, it'll be recorded, right? Probably. There, you're recording. So they'll get in. But anyway, there's probably another 100 people who are thinking right now, gosh, I wish I got to think of another opportunity. Well, I'll do it in January. Or they're thinking, I got to lose some weight and get in shape. Well, I'll do it in January or February. No, maybe if they see you doing it, maybe if you invite them tonight, because you're going to put a team together who would show up on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock to get on a call with the CEO and be as special as you, and you're going to surround yourself with a team of people who aren't just doing it because it's in season. They're doing it now because they want importance in their life. They want meaning in their life. And so now you need to reach out to them. Now's when you find the people who are like struggling. They're not going to pay cash for Christmas. They're right now looking in the mirror and going, here it comes. There's the muffin top. Good to see you again. I worked all year to lose you. And now you're back because I love all things cake. And you're going to say, hey, you know what? We're going to show you how to dial in your portions. I'm going to show you how to get control of things. I'm going to show you how to get a lunch that's not filled with bread and is good for you and filled with superfoods. Let me help you out. You're going to get these stories out there. Because they might be open to it now. So you're going to reach out to them tonight because they might be open to it now. And if they're not, I guarantee you, many of them who you're going to reach out to tonight and tomorrow and the next day will be open to it in December and January. So you are going to be first in line. Okay, I understand you're not interested now. Can I reach out to you again when this new program, Transform 20, goes on sale in December? Or can I reach out to you? And then you reach out to them and they go, well, still not interested. You go, okay, can I reach out to you first week or before January 1st to see what you're going to do with your New Year's resolution? Maybe they'll say yes, maybe they'll say no, but now you get a contact that you work in your database and you're going to be organized and professional enough because you want to do something with this, that you're going to write all these contacts down. You're going to make a note of them. I just made a note, Katie Loud. I'm going to contact with her. Now she's written down. I'm organized. I got her name. I got Kelsey's name here. So that's what you're going to do. But the point is, here's the whole point of this thing. In the last 12 minutes that I have before it's dinner time, father-son dinner time. And that is, look, I know it's going to happen. Here we are. You feel like you're doing the work. You signed in for this thing. I'm going to listen to this guy talk for 15, 20 minutes. And then you're going to click leave meeting, and you're going to be in this empty room. And it's all going to be quiet unless the kids are crawling all over you. But whatever, there you're going to be. Click leave meeting. And you're going to be like, now what do I do? And I don't want you to have that moment. You're at a disadvantage, and I totally get it. I go to the office, I go to my place of work, and I'm attacked by people. I need this decision. I need you to check on this. What's the color of this? How do we name this? We got this issue in operations, customer service, blah, blah, blah. So like I have no choice but to work. Like I can't click. I wish I could click leave meeting and turn work off, but I can't. I'm in an office building with 700 people, so they got questions for me. But when you click leave meeting, now you're in a position where you have to step up. You have to be proactive and start making those calls and reaching out to those people. And I know it's hard, but and that's the reason that I'm suggesting that tonight you're going to push yourself outside your comfort zone. Say to people, think of some names who might be broadcasting to the universe. I got to find something. I'm not comfortable with the way my life is right now. And then reach out to these people that you know. Look, when I built the first founders of this business, I had to think about people that I knew. I looked for people in the Beachbody community who had big hearts, because I didn't want to have to drag them into the business promising them that they were going to get rich quick. I need people, because I didn't know how the business was going to work. So I needed 40 or 50 people who I could bring in, who I knew were going to be patient, because they care more about people than they do about money. So they would love the money to come, but they're going to love the work in the meantime. So I thought about, well, who fits that profile? Stay-at-home moms, work 24/7, you're always on, you barely get enough sleep. Now, I don't mean to be sexist about that. Stay at home anybody. Parenting is just brutal. So it's hard, and you don't get a day off from parenting, and there's sick days when you got everything planned and the kid's vomiting, and that's just the way it is, and you have to show up. And you don't get paid extra when you mom extra or parent extra. So I look for stay-at-home moms, because they can fit something into that little spare time, nap time, to help some other people. They got big hearts. Teachers, underpaid, they got to put up their own money for pencils these days. So here are people with big hearts, could use some extra money, and know how to communicate with people. Clergy, some of the first people I brought in were like ministers that were underpaid by their church, great communicators, great leaders of people. First responders, paramedics, police, firefighters, people who they walk into harm's way and they never know what the outcome's going to be, but they do it anyway because they want to have meaning and importance in the world. Military, same thing, and also group exercise instructors, fitness people. They wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go teach a class, make $10, then they got to get on with their day. So these are the people that I said, that's who I'm going to populate as my first coaches. Now I want you to think, whatever that list was, did any names come to mind? Do you know any stay-at-home moms, teachers, clergy, first responders, military? If you don't know any of them, find the nearest fire station, walk in there and say, does anybody here know P90X? I'm trying to find somebody who wants to make some extra money. I guarantee somebody's going to raise their hand. Point is, you need to reach out to people. Go on Instagram and say, tonight, I was just on the phone with the CEO of Beachbody. Yeah, we talk every once in a while. So we were talking, and he said November is a great time to find people with big hearts who would like to make some extra money and aren't willing to work, or who are willing to work for it. Okay, just go out and say that. I got no problem. Here we are. We're on the phone. It's a true statement. Phone, computer, whatever, communicating through internet of things. And now you can go out there and you can have the conversation. And as you start the conversation, here's the other thing I want you to remember. You are not trying to sign up everybody to be a coach. You are only trying to sign up the right people, because the last thing you want, like imagine, I bet you Shane invited more than 100 people or more. I bet you invited a bunch of people, and there's some people that you guys all invited who didn't show. Because they can't be bothered, because they don't get it. And they're looking, where's my money? I'm not going to show up a call because I haven't gotten a check yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's mine? Before they provide any value, they need to be given value. You don't want those people on your team. I don't want those people on my team with you. I want people on the team who are like, this sounds cool. You mean we help people and they can drink a shake that is filled with superfoods, adaptogens, prebiotics, probiotics? It actually feeds the body what it's missing. And this company cares enough not to round corners. And that's why it represents such value in your life. That's why you drink it every day. That's what that company does. Great fitness programs I can do right at home. A nutrition program, I can just squeeze food into little color-coded containers to know how much to eat. Or I can do this 2B mindset of drinking water or meat and veggies and following the program. That sounds like that's what you want. Okay, so we know that you're out. You got a for hire sign hanging up on your Instagram stories. But you need to do it in video. You know, where's my phone? Okay, so, hey, it's Carl. I'm here on Instagram stories, and I just wanted to say, I know it's November. You're probably not thinking about your weight loss fitness program, but I'm telling you right now, I'm building a team of people who are going to get their share of the billions of dollars that are spent every year around January 1st. But I'm building my team right now. If you'd like to make some extra money and get your share of all that money that's spent around the new year, I've got a great way to do it. Stay at home, work from home program, fitness at home, nutrition at home, most convenient, cost-efficient thing you ever saw. I blew my 15 seconds. In any case, that's what you say. You invite people, and you do your workouts. And then when somebody joins, you recognize them. Post them on Instagram. Say, hey, I wanted to say something great. I got Amy Earhart just signed up with me. She's fantastic. I'm so proud to have her as part of my team. Melissa Powers, she's thinking about signing up. I got a space reserved for you, Melissa. Can't wait to have you as part of the team. So that's what you do. You recognize them. And so be the proof. Keep inviting. Recognize people that sign up. Recognize people who start the program. Recognize people who finish the program. Recognize people who sign up to be a coach. Recognize people who sign up their first coach. See how it goes? You don't just recognize them when they're superstar diamond. You recognize them at every step of the way. When's the last time you walked into a gym and they congratulated you for showing up 3 days in a row? Never. That's what you do as a Team Beachbody coach. That's how special. You know, look, people know that Beachbody does direct marketing in addition to network marketing. But I am here to tell you, there is nothing more powerful than the catalyst of Team Beachbody, where people, human beings, recognize other human beings for being accountable and proactive about their health and fitness. That's what you do. That's why you deserve to be millionaires. All of you deserve to be millionaires. It's going to take work, but you deserve it because you're the ones stepping up to help people deal with this lifestyle problem that we've got. Lifestyle disease. Can you believe that there's even a term, a phrase called lifestyle disease, meaning lifestyle choices that are killing us? Smoking, overeating, inflammation caused by bad diet choices, too much stress in our lives, so on and so forth. But you, here you are, 100 of you, showing up on 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday to hear the guy talk, and then you're going to click leave meeting, and you're going to reach out to some people. You are going to reach out to some people tonight, and then you're going to wake up and you'll be like, what did he say? Oh, yeah, reach out to some people. That's it. That's the whole message of tonight. But you got to do it. You cannot fake it on your phone and just hide behind pictures with graphics on them. You need to put video on your Instagram stories. And I can't tell you, I mean, I travel all over London, the UK on a trip. And when we launched in the UK a year ago, we walked all those coaches. We had like 300 people in the room who we signed up. And we walked them all through best practices. Instagram stories, use video. That's what connects with people. When I went back about 9 months later, and then I did demonstrations of Instagram stories, they were like, I'm too scared to do it. And it was like, well, they did it with the English accent. I'm too scared to do it. And but then so we one at a time we walked people through the process of doing it. And then like, so I would do it with them. I'm like, what are you doing? How's it going? And we posted those, and they were like, that wasn't hard at all. I'm like, I know, and you've got 15 followers, so 15 people are going to see that, and it's going to be gone in 24 hours, so who cares? But you use a couple good hashtags. You can swipe up and see who watched you. Now you can reach out to those 15 people because you don't have 15 coaches, right? She's like, no. Okay, well, maybe you can get 2 of those 15, and then maybe they're going to get 2, and you start to build an organization. The whole point of this. Okay. You are important in this world. You have a choice of the things you choose to do to make money. Whatever you choose is going to be hard. Whatever you choose. If you choose to sell wine, if you choose to sell drugs, if you choose to be an accountant, a lawyer, an Uber driver, whatever you choose. I don't know what that continuum of jobs I just listed was about, but I'm just saying, of all the things that you get, like, you know what, if I really get stuck, I'm just going to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's got to be easy, right? So just risky, but easy. No, none of it's easy because somebody else wants to win that. So you're going to be competitive in everything, or you're going to have to influence people to do something in everything that you do, or you're going to be in the middle of drama. Work is just hard. And you know what else is hard? Not working, because you want to buy stuff, you want to do stuff, your kids expect stuff, and you're miserable because you're like, I can't afford anything. There's something about everything that is miserable, except for one thing. And that is the thing that you give 100% of yourself to. 100% is a lot because you got to do multiple things. But when you're doing that thing, you're giving yourself 100% of it. Excuses never create value in your life. The only thing that creates value in your life when you click leave meeting is work and the right action. Courageous, right action. Talking to people. Now, here's the good news. While I wrap this up, I have to wrap this up. When you talk to people, I want you to get out of your mind. Like I said, you're trying to sign up the right people. You're interviewing for a job. Maybe they don't want to be a coach, so you're just going to bring them in as a challenger like Katie did. Okay. Katie just took a selfie, so I had to get that. So maybe they just want to be a challenger. You are not selling people. You're not trying to convince them of anything. All you're trying to do is tonight, when you press leave meeting, who can I have a conversation with and find out what their goals are? Who suffers like me that they can't stand vegetables, or they don't like working out, or they don't like waking up early because it's so, or it gets dark at like 2 p.m. now. It's like fitness is almost impossible now. So they need a tribe that's going to help them. You're going to reach out to people who want to achieve something, who want to do something, and you're the one that's going to be there for them. If you have to convince them, you do have to inform them of what it's about. But if you have to convince them, then it's not their time. Say, let's talk about it in December or January. But maybe tonight you're going to reach somebody who's like, I love the way you're talking to me. You're talking to me like a human being. It sounds like you care about me. And by the way, you do care about them because there's only 2 outcomes that we will accept from anybody who signs up tonight and tomorrow and anytime. They will either have a great experience like you and believe in the product and the programs and the shake and get great results, or they get their money back. Those are the only 2 outcomes that we will accept. We don't want people out there who are like, well, she called me up November 8th and she got my money and now I never heard from her again. That's not an outcome that we want because that just poisons the well. What you want is the people who love it, you want them to be bragging about how much they love it. And the people who don't love it, you want them to be bragging about how you lived up to your word and you got them their money back with the 30-day money-back guarantee because it didn't work for them. As CEO, I'm not going to ask much of you. That is what I beg of you, is that those are the only 2 outcomes we get from the people who sign up. But now it's up to you. I got a kid I got to feed, and you got people you got to call. And I want to hear. Now it's up to you, Shane. You got to keep me posted. I want to hear what goes on. You're not going to be all Instagram. Oh, look, a kitten. No, to your a puppy, neato. No, your head is in the game. You're going to help people. You're going to take advantage of this thing we call No Excuses November, because the prices are going up on the 1st of the month. So you're going to take advantage of it now. You're going to sign people up now, because when Transform, oh, and by the way, you got to get yourself a Success Club point this month, at least one, because if you want to Transform 20 step, we only got 130,000 of them, and we had 190,000 people start 80-Day Obsession. 202,000 people started Lift 4, and we have bought all the steps that we can going into January. Like, we have literally, it's a warehouse filled with steps that take up so much space. So, but everybody who gets one Success Club point this month has a step reserved for them for the first week that Transform 20 goes on sale, because we want to recognize our hustlers for going out and getting the job done. We've never had over 100,000 people, so that we won't sell out on day one or week one. But if you want to reserve one for yourself or for people on your team, make sure you get that Success Club point, all right? Okay, before this guy yells at me, I better go get him. He's unruly when he gets hungry. You guys are rock stars. You got to know just how amazing it is that you show up, and if it's meaningful at all to you to have importance in the world, take a minute and feel good about yourself that you showed up and you chose this one. You could have chose any job, you could have chose anything, and you're working it, and here you are, and it means you're fantastic. So I salute you, and I'm super grateful for everything that you do. So thank you for having me on. And Shane, good job, good team here. And thanks for all the thank yous. And now I'm going to go feed the kid. All right,
Thank
you guys.
you, Carl. Thanks.
All right. See you later.
Guys,
Katie, I'm going to track you down and we'll talk.
Okay.
All right, see you.
All right, guys, let's do it. We got to get to work.